Bekwani bangalo be mabelemba na musia. Bako babe boki be wotomba mbae.
She's so beautiful. She's black and beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's black and beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's Africa.
Bato babe boki be oyo yembae. Bato ba miango be odangwane miango. Bato ba miango be oyo ye.
Hey, welcome to Stella Damasus Diaries. How are you doing? I am doing great. I got an email recently that put me in a little bit of trouble. One of my Adiva members sent me an email. She had an issue with her husband. She was arguing with him, you know, and she was very, very upset about something. And because she knows that I'm one of those people who likes to stand up for women's rights and fight for the, she really wanted me to support her, encourage her and advise her to go ahead and do what she wanted to do. But I think she was slightly disappointed when I told her I didn't agree with her. Now this is what the issue is. She's married to a very hardworking man who's successful in his business. She's a young woman. She has a degree, she's educated, but she has 3 young children, and her oldest child is about 6 years old. And they both agreed. Now that's the point you have to listen to now. They both agreed that she would be a stay-at-home mom, meaning she didn't have to leave the house to look for work, and she agreed to that. So the man said, look, stay home with the children, help raise our children, let me go out, do the work and take care of the family financially. Then you take care of the family in every other way. And then she was in a conversation with some people, some of her friends, they gathered and everything, and somebody said something that she didn't like. The thing really upset her. She said the person made her feel like she was worthless, she was uneducated, she was lazy, that it's modern day. How can you say, when people say, what do you do? Others say, I'm a banker, I'm an actor, I'm this, and you say, I'm a housewife. And the person said, how can you say that? So she said she got so upset and it triggered something in her mind. A seed was sown in her heart, and she got home and she looked around her and she started wondering if she was wasting her whole life in the house with children, taking care of everybody. Who would take care of her? Why would people see her as uneducated when she has a degree and she can work? So she decided to dust up her certificate and go look for work, and she told her husband, and the man said, we had an agreement. We have little kids. Who's going to take care of them? I don't want the hired helps to be the people that the children get so used to when they have a mom who had agreed to stay with them till they are at a certain age. Why are you doing this now? So the whole idea was, Stella, I'm having a fight with my husband. I need you to encourage me so that I go ahead and look for work and do something with my life. And I said, Madam, I'm sorry. I will never encourage you to fight with your husband, and I will not support you if you made a promise. It's a different thing if you didn't agree, if you just found yourself in that situation. If you made a promise to your husband and your family, please stick to it. And if you know that the man you're dealing with, that's the difference now, if you know that the man you're dealing with is successful, has been able to take care of the family without issues, and is very hardworking, and is not asking for help to pay any bills or do anything, if you know that, then I would not advise you. And she was like, but people are going to see me as a housewife. I said, no. Now let me make this clear. It is only when you accept that name, housewife, because of the attributes that people have given to it. You let people make you feel worthless. You have the most difficult job in the world, and you can take that to the bank. To all the women who stay at home and take care of their families, you have the most difficult job in the world, and the job you do is without expectations, it's without any remunerations as regards payment. Now your job is for smart people Mothers are blessed and gifted, especially those that decide to manage their home. So I will never, never look at you as, oh, you are a housewife. No, don't let anybody say that to you. You manage your home. That makes you a home manager. If you like, you can call yourself Minister of Home Affairs. That is your duty. So if it's about the title, if that's what's wrong with you, then please, by all means, tell everybody around you, don't call me a housewife. I manage my home, so I'm a home manager. Now let me just give you a few examples of what women who stay at home with their children, the kind of responsibilities that they have. I mean, it's amazing when I think about it sometimes. And for instance, food. Let's look at food. You at home, you have to decide which places to shop, how much is allocated to food, what kind of food you should buy, is it healthy, you have to preserve it, you have to decide what portions your children should eat, you know, when the pepper is too much, when this child doesn't like this and this child likes that, or when your husband doesn't like this but the children like what he doesn't like. You have to balance it. You have to make sure that the pots are clean, the gas, the cooking area. That is a lot on its own. You're worrying about that every day, 3 times a day. And if you have a family that likes to eat, you have more. And if you have babies, you have to worry about their feeding bottles. You have to worry about their whatever it is that they eat, the temperature of the food, how many times they eat. That alone can shut somebody down. Then health. You have to make sure that you find the right pediatrician for your children. You have to look at their noses, their ears, if they have any infection, if they are down with a cold, if there's something itching. You become instantly a family doctor. Because if your husband has a headache, you're the first person that will run around to give him something to suppress the headache before you start thinking of any hospital. Same thing with your children. Same thing even with if you have a hired help at home. You are the one that's in charge of that person. Their clothing, you have to decide what they will wear. It has to be washed. Don't forget, this woman in question has little children who can't do these things themselves. She has to make sure their clothes are clean, the 3 of them. They are washed, they are dried, how they should look, who should wear what, how. It is a lot. And don't forget, you have to also make sure that you keep eyes on the husband as well. He's going out, his clothes have to be clean. He has to go to work, they have to be ironed as well. You don't expect him to come home that late at night and start worrying about washing or ironing. You're worried about learning as well. Most of the time, the husbands are very busy working hard to feed the family. So most of the time, the women are the ones that go and pick out the schools that their children will go to. You pick out the school, you meet with their teachers, you attend PTA meetings, recitals, their performances, any interview the child is going for, any exam the child is going for. You're responsible for making sure the child speaks well, he can identify sound, he can identify colors. Daddy, mommy, grandma, uncle, you teach them all those things. You are doing all of that. Everything the child is reading, you help the child to read and identify this is A for apple. You do that because the school is not the only place where the child picks up all these things. It is from the home as well. You are in charge of the child's entertainment. The things that get into your child's head from childhood. The type of music that they listen to, the type of television programs, which is very difficult to pick out now because everything has gone haywire on television. You have to be careful. The kind of things they're interested in, the kind of stories they hear, the kind of movies they watch, the things that will stimulate their minds. You are still worried about that. And then you are the general advisor in the family. You are the one that talks about hygiene. You are the family therapist. You are the good listener. You are a wife. You have to be your husband's girlfriend. You have to be your husband's friend as well. You have to be your children's teacher, mother, friend, and also I can't even. Then you now have to sit and pray as well, not for yourself. Your family becomes more important all of a sudden. You are at home, you are covering your family with prayers and everything around you. You want them to grow, you want God to help them. You work from morning till night. And now that there's a lot of technology, a lot of stay-at-home moms now work from home. They use the internet and they make money. They use their creativity. Some of them sit down and make throw pillows and make purses and make basket things and they are making money on top of all the other things that they have to do. Now imagine, put this woman that I've just described side by side with somebody. I'm not saying that people who have careers like me, I'm not saying that we are lazy or we're not doing the work, but you cannot compare the amount of work these people have to do every day. Sometimes you have a shoot, or you have a client that you have to deal with, or you have a patient to deal with, or you have a case to study or something, and you know you're focused on that thing. But for someone who stays at home, You are multitasking. You are doing 1,000,001 things at the same time. And sometimes I wonder how they get around to doing it. And in all of this, the difference is those other career people, they get paid. These women, they do all of this and manage everybody and everything. And they're not expecting anything in return because they see it as their responsibility. So please tell me how somebody can look at you and say, you're not smart, you're not hardworking, you are this, you're not worth it. You are the strongest, the funniest, the nicest, the most hardworking woman if you stay at home and take care of your children as agreed by you and the husband. So please, if you feel that, oh, this is how I look every day, if looking the part is what will make you feel good about yourself, then every morning before you start your work, take your bath, wear something nice and dress up if you want to. Fix your hair if you want to. Wear your makeup if you want to. So when you walk across and you see yourself in the mirror, you tell yourself, yes, I look good and I'm working. Who am I working for? My family, because it's my responsibility. So enjoy that stay at home. You might not even be there forever. And to those people out there who say these things to them, please don't belittle any woman who has decided to do something for her family and give them a better life. In fact, do something nice for them. It makes them know that people are out there thinking about them and feeling what they're feeling. Send them a book, a movie. Buy them a pan that they can use in the kitchen. Buy them something to make their lives easier. Buy them anything that they can use to clean their houses faster than they usually would. Buy something for their kids. Buy a bag of tomatoes or something and and just tell her, look, I thought it might make work easier for you if I just buy this and save you time. Do something nice for them, and don't forget, you are not a belittled housewife. You are a manager, and your job is difficult. And I applaud every woman who has agreed to stay at home and take care of her children. And it's not who people say you are, it's who God says you are. Keep the emails coming, and thank you for watching.
She's so beautiful.